Hello, my name is Julie. You are watching Treasures Made from Yarn. And in this video, it is my temperature blanket update for February. So I thought I'd start out. This is the knitted, or not the knitted, it's crocheted one. It's the crocheted temperature scarf done in the moss stitch. So like you see, I didn't get a chance to measure how long this is. Give me a moment. All right, it looks like we are at about 11 inches, and that is current as of, I'm filming this March 5th. I am current on that, so as of March 5th, we are at 11 inches. On the crochet temperature scarf. I'm starting thinking more and more that I'm going to probably start sewing in the ends. I'm beginning to not like the ends on these, and I might sew them in, but again, I could change my mind at any moment. Who knows? So I'll just keep trotting along on the crocheted one. And I just finished. This is February's temperature blanket. Okay, this is the right side. So far, what I don't like, I don't know what happened here, but my edge just popped out. Probably because of the pattern. Had to be dragging the yarn along, probably pulled that in. But yeah, this is February's. So I did again use the crochet hook to cast off, but this time around I did it as when I was casting off, I did a single crochet as I was casting off. Now I wish I had gotten that on video to show you how I did that, but I have many more months to show you down the road. And I think I got around to putting a border around this blanket. Finally did so for January's blanket while I was finishing up February's. I thought I got around to actually putting, I bought the brown chocolate yarn to put borders on around all the blankets for the month, and I got January's done. Yeah, this felt like a hot mess. You look at all the array of temperatures. Okay, that's the bottom. This is the top. Nope, I had it right the first time. The first is down here, which is in the 40s, 30s, and I think I'll be hitting a lot of 50s, but I think it's also a big pattern. I also saw this month bunch of patterns that like chevron type patterns, so I wasn't sure how that was going to work in this blanket. So I had a chevron pattern there, and I think I had one toward the end of the month. I also saw patterns that use two colors, and those kind of patterns I use the low temperature color if it was a two color, like this one was the 30s and the low was the 30s for these 2 days that had two colors in the pattern. So there are a couple of days in here like that where I had to use two colors in the pattern. So that was a quick video. Just to let you know, February is done. And I had cast it on. This is for March. I know today's the 5th. I cast it on for the March. But you know, just a quick reminder that I'm using 365 knitting stitches a year calendar for my temperature blanket, and I have no problems catching up because March 1st is just the garter stitch, which is done already. March 2nd is the stockinette stitch. March 3rd is the reverse stockinette stitch. March 4th is the cross stockinette stitch. So this is like, we're gonna catch up pretty quick. And then today, it's the seed stitch. So I can probably catch up on March pretty swift. Yeah, and then we got the moss stitch coming up. Yeah, a lot of these stitches are only like 4 rows max, so I don't know if I got any. Oh, I got 12 row coming up March 10th. March 11th is 8 rows pattern. The 12th is an 8 row pattern. I got a 10 row pattern the 13th. Another 2 row one. Oh, I have an 8 row one coming up the mid-month. Well, if I'm in a lot of 1 to 2 row patterns, I wonder how long this blanket is going to be too. So I don't want to get too far ahead, but all right, let me go back to March. Oh, let me go back. I'm on March 2nd. All right. Okay, so yeah, I bought a bunch of these. Yeah, now I digress, sorry. Bought a bunch. Got these from Amazon. And I've already lost the ones I was using. I can figure out which ones would fit best. These blue ones. Hopefully that will stay on. Here we are. All right, I don't got a chance. I need to get a chance to measure this. Obviously, it's already, I can tell it's already shorter, but I kind of figured it would be. It was going to be shorter than January's. There was also a leap year. There was a leap year pattern in it. And I kind of started to do it, but then I made a mistake and I was already frustrated being behind and I just stopped and just cast it off. So the brown was going to be for the leap year pattern. It was similar to the other one. So give me a second and I will get your measurements for February's blanket. It was about 25 and a half inches long. And it's about 24, 25 inches wide. So let's see if I had a favorite stitch, but that I might use more of. I like this. There's this bumpy one. It was not that hard to do. It was kind of cute. I kind of like the bumpy one. And I'm always a fan of the chevron. I also like how, even though they're 2 different patterns, how this was a 2 color one. I kind of like how that turned out. That was pretty cool. And I forgot which pattern it was. I thought it was a typo, but it might have been early on where I had to like frog it, and that kind of was scary. Because I thought I might lose a lot of rows or I might have to start over or something. And that's always scary. So, but I also heard recently watching, I think it was Nina's Knots and Crochet. She talked about her knitting stitch. She's mentioned something about putting in a lifeline. And I never heard of that before. And to me that would make sense, to put something through the stitches that if you had to frog it, you can go back to a certain point and not worrying about raveling or dropping any further. I may have to try that for March. So, enough babbling by me. That was just one quick update on that I finally finished February's temperature blanket. If you did like this video, please give it a like. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe to my channel. And I want to thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye now.